Start off with opening from Coach Jones after the 67-65 overtime win over South Carolina State.
Happy to get out of there. That's my opening statement. Happy to get out of there.
Yeah, how would you categorize this game? Would you call this an ugly win, or?
Yeah, it was ugly, but, very ugly. Like, horror movie, ugly. So it was like we didn't do anything right, and was able to get out, out of there. We just didn't play good at all, honestly. We came in shooting like 49% from the field. As a team, we shot in the 30s for the first time in a long time. We gave up 20 offensive rebounds. We lost the rebounding battle, so we didn't do anything right except for make a couple free throws down the stretch, and then team made a crucial bucket late game and was able to put us up. So
what happened at the end of regulation?
The end of regulation. Oh, the block charge. Right?
Yeah, because we don't really get communication as to what's going on. So I don't really know what even happened.
They reviewed it and they said it was a charge. I thought it was a block because with the new rules that you have, it's kind of hard to get a secondary defender charge these days. So I haven't seen a secondary defender charge in a long time. So I told them that I didn't think it was a charge. So they reviewed it. They said that he was there. Calls the call. You got to move forward, and now you go to overtime.
They didn't get there, so they just checked to see if his feet were outside the circle. So
yeah,
that was what they said. Coach, you talk about the overall game and how they like to play. I know there's one thing that you said you don't want to find yourself in their tempo and their style of play. I know we really didn't do a great job of doing what you want to do in that manner, but you have to like your fight against them.
Yeah, it was good fight, but the problem was they tested our toughness too much. And we got to be tougher. If we want to be champions, we got to be a lot tougher. 20 offensive rebounds is testing your toughness. It's testing your manhood. So we got to man up a little bit as a group to try to figure that out. But like I said, once again, man, we were able to give a team that was right behind us in the standings another loss, kind of pushed them away a little bit. Hopefully they could go up and beat Howard, and then give Howard a loss, and hopefully we can do our thing against Central. And now we got a good lead in going into the second half of the season. But
Hey, Terrence, take me through your last play there at the end.
I really was open. I was thinking about shooting it, but I'm like, that wouldn't be a good shot and like the timing, so I just drove it and fouled me. I made the and one. Thankful.
How would you characterize this game?
I feel like that was one of my most greatest moments since I've been here. It's been a long time being here, so like having one of the moments was like fun to have.
Hey, Brian, do you feel fortunate getting out of here with the win, considering you guys probably didn't play up to your best?
Yeah, definitely. I think the one thing is good teams find a way to win, whether it's ugly, good, and different. And I feel like we did that tonight, even though it was real sloppy, real ugly. But sometimes you got to win that way. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's about getting the dub. Obviously we gonna learn from this one. We got a quick turnaround on Monday, so I'm sure we gonna have some film or some type of they go getting us in practice. I know that, so we just go get better and try to play a lot better on Monday.
Coach, you guys, a rivalry game on Monday. Wouldn't you call it that?
Huh?
Wouldn't you call it that?
Yeah, I was to a certain extent. I mean, to a certain extent. It's like I think that in totality, yes, we've been the two best programs for the last probably decade in the MEAC. So that makes it a rivalry game. It makes it a game that people want to see and things like that. Like I said before, I think the recent rival is Howard, but I'm not quite sure that's the real rival because that's just a recent thing. But I would think that Central, yeah, definitely, it's a decade-long battle with us. There's always a lot of barbershop talk with Central, about who's the better teams, better this, So it's going to be a battle, and they're rested. They didn't play today, so they're well rested. I'm sure they watched the game, and I'm sure they're trying to analyze us a little bit more and trying to figure out some things. So we got to almost think about what they're analyzing, so we can figure it out a little bit, better on Monday. But I know that it's a battle. The thing with South Carolina State that these guys don't understand, man, is that South Carolina State they haven't beat us since 2016, and they played like that. Like they played with that urge. That like even the coach after the game, Coach Martin, he said, "I'm gonna get one of these days." But it's like that's the energy that you get, and we gotta exceed that energy that people are giving us. And I'm not quite sure we did the best job tonight, but hopefully, like Brian said, game by game, we're learning, and people can see. You can really see the energy that other teams are giving us and things like that. But once again, credit to these two guys, credit to T. You know, I just talked about T the other day in a little podcast thing. I said that if, you know, T, they asked me a question, said, who do I scream at the most on the team?
I sent it to him.
Oh, yeah? And I said Terrence. I said Terrence Jones is who I scream at the most on the team. But I also said is that, you know, that he got the potential that he, you know, that if he can find it, then we will be unstoppable. Now, today he found it, and not a lot of other people didn't find it, but, you know, if he can keep finding it, I think that we can, you know, we can be a really, really good team, you know. Cool. Great.
All right, thank you.
Good.